These are the 5 new gig apps that nobody is speaking about. It might be because everybody's talking about the popular ones, but with the earnings that these guys are guaranteeing, it's completely worth it to follow this list. In this video, I'm gonna tell you how to get started, how much you can actually make from this, and where it's actually available to do. So the first one is gonna be Qwick.com. It's pretty much the Uber of the hospitality industry. So you can essentially go into Qwick and pick up shifts that restaurants have posted, and you can do line cook work. Maybe you can be a chef, a busboy, a waiter, a waitress, everything regarding the food industry. It's a way to modernize an old market, which is hospitality. And that's one of the reasons why I like it. It's especially good for students and culinary students that maybe want to get a little bit of experience in the food industry, or maybe you just want to make a couple of extra dollars while you're going to school and don't want a set schedule. I think Qwick could be a good way to start off. So where is Qwick available? Qwick has this whole map that it shows that it's on 23 of the US markets. Another thing about Qwick is that you will need a few requirements for Qwick. You only have to be 18 years or older to sign up. Obviously, you have to be 21 years or older if you want to handle liquor or alcohol. You have to have at least a year of recent experience in the relevant industry, and you do have to own a cell phone with data and an internet connection so that you can get notified for new shifts and you can start picking up new shifts from your phone. And you also do need to create a Stripe account because that's where you're going to get paid. Now, how do you actually get started with Qwick? Qwick makes it very simple. One of the first things that you have to do is you do have to download the Qwick app so you can start getting your shifts and making your profile. Number 2, create your account, set up your profile. They'll walk you through a virtual walkthrough so you understand the platform a little bit more and understand what to do with it as well. And then you have to schedule your orientation. So they will teach you everything regarding the platform. They'll orient you. Once you completed the orientation and you've picked up a shift, now you can start making money with this. So it's a fairly simple way to actually make money with Qwick. I personally love Qwick because you can easily make between $19 as a busser to even $23, $24 if you go higher up into a managerial position, a director of food or something regarding that nature. So you can earn anywhere between $19 to $25 depending on what type of shift you want to take on. And the cool thing about it too is that you can actually get paid that same day after you finish your shift. So number 2 is going to be HopSkipDrive. It's pretty much the Uber of taking kids to school. So kids, instead of riding the bus, they'll ride with a care driver in HopSkipDrive, and that's pretty much what the service is about. It's you becoming a care driver, meaning you will drive students from home to school, from school to home, and other events as well. And it's offered in a lot of different areas of the United States, so it's a good option to have if you're already making money with your car. So you do have to become a care driver, and you have to have a certification for it. So one of the things about it is you have to have a little bit of caregiving experience. Having a minimum of 3 years of driver experience is going to be necessary, and being at least 23 years of age. You have to own or lease a 4-door vehicle, and it cannot be more than 13 years old. You have to be able to also seat at least 4 to even 7 passengers. They'll definitely check if you're a criminal. That's kind of obvious. They will also do a video screening with you. And how do you get started with HopSkipDrive? They do have this little tutorial here that you can check out yourself and check out all the steps. Apparently there's 5 different steps, and at the end of it you can start picking up shifts and start making money with it. So it's fairly simple to get started. It will require a little bit more things, but the income potential on this one is really high, and it's available in most of the cities in the US. So how much can you earn with HopSkipDrive? You can start earning up to $50 per ride. I have never heard about this before. It's so much freaking money for one ride. This is definitely one of the highest paying driver gigs out there. Obviously, it's not gonna be the same in all different situations, but you can make up to $50 per ride with HopSkipDrive. Another awesome gig act nobody's talking about is Rover.com. The way that Rover works is that you can walk pets around, or you can pet sit for other people. There's a big dog and pet population here in the US, especially after COVID. The numbers of adopted dogs and dogs in houses just skyrocketed in pets overall. Now, a lot of people don't have kids and they want to treat their dogs like kids, or they love them as part of the family. They want help with take walks, going potty, and even if they're going on vacation, they might be able to stay with you, and that's all the things that you do with Rover. Now with Rover, the national average salary is around $22 an hour for dog walking. So It's definitely gonna be a little bit higher in different states, but the average overall is $22 an hour. So it's pretty decent for doing something very simple. People have, on average, make about $1,000 a month that I've seen on Reddit or other forums that they're discussing about it. So it's a good way to supplement your current income. Rover doesn't have that many requirements. It really just requires you to be about 18 years of age, maybe even have a little bit of experience taking care of dogs and pets. But they do want to let you know that you're going to be an independent contractor, so you have to take control of your taxes and you're pretty much operating like a business here. There's a lot of different services that you can do with Rover. Some of them include boarding, house sitting, drop-in visits, and then also doggy daycare, and then obviously dog walking, which is going to be the last one. Now, what cities is Rover available in? So Rover is available in a lot of different cities. So this is a list that they provide where you can check out if it's available in your area. Now, how do you get started with Rover? So with Rover, they make it pretty simple. They'll walk you through how to do it and how to get started, but pretty much you have to make an account at rover.com and to become a pet sitter, and then choose the service that you want to work with specifically, and then you have to follow and complete the following sections. So after you're done completing all of these things, you can then submit your application. And make sure that your profile is looking good so that they can approve it and they pass your background check as well, so that you can start making money with Rover. It's pretty straightforward. You're just walking dogs, and they want to make sure that you're not a criminal while you're doing this. So anybody can do it. Anybody can walk dogs or take care of pets. So I think it's a really viable side hustle that not a lot of people are talking about. The next gig app nobody's talking about is care.com. So care.com is really freaking cool because it offers different caregiving gigs for you to pick up. Now, this will obviously require a little bit more physical attention, and it might not be for everybody, but it has great income potential. And then also it's a very guaranteed way to make money. So they offer different services from childcare to senior care, housekeeping, pet care, and tutoring. My mom personally is a caregiver for older individuals, so she might actually be able to pick up gigs here, and she's been doing it for 10 plus years. So it's definitely a career that you can get into and make this your full-time career as well if it's something that you like. So care does have different rates depending on where you're working, right? So different cities pay a little bit more. Definitely if you're in New York, you're gonna get paid a little bit more than if you're in Texas. So usually it'll go around $16 to $25 an hour depending on where you're at and what service you're providing for others. That's why I think this is a great opportunity to make money, because it's not as low paid as some delivery jobs that may be paying you $7, $10 per delivery. You'll actually get paid $20 plus. Care is available in so many cities in the US. They give you a list of their top cities here, so it's very easy for you to make money no matter where you're at. Now, the requirements for care.com are not going to be super extensive. You can actually become a caregiver without having experience in the past. They can walk you through some of the tutorials that they have and kind of show you how to do that. So get clear on the type of caregiving that you actually want to offer. You might not want to deal with older people. Maybe you want to do childcare, so make sure that you have that in mind. Also, consider having a little bit of caregiving training so that you don't go into your job and don't know what else to do or the processes that people usually do. Now, how do you get started with care.com? So it's pretty simple. You apply to jobs at care.com, and you can select the type of service that you want to provide for others. You enter your zip code, enter your name and address and your account password, and you can start joining now for those particular gigs that they're offering. You can accept it and start making money from it. Obviously, there is going to be a screening process. They want to know that they're not dealing with criminals or anything like that, so it's pretty standard. But essentially, the steps are very straightforward, and you can start taking care of people and making money in a few days. And the last gig app nobody's talking about is gonna be Instawork. So Instawork is pretty freaking cool because they're pretty much offering that you can make up to $30 an hour picking off shifts to even month-long commitments. So it's a good way to start a shift and look for full-time jobs or part-time jobs position in the long run as well. It's kind of similar to Qwick, that it does have, or it does offer shifts in the hospitality industry, but it has many more opportunities than Qwick. So what services can you actually pick up with Instawork? Some of the things that you can do is anything regarding food and beverage, even warehouse and manufacturing, brand ambassador, cleaning, and even retail. So all of these are different types of works that you can pick up with Instawork. Now, what cities is Instawork available in? So they do provide this list here. They're in many different states in the US, and obviously they're gonna be in the bigger metropolitan areas. You can check out all these different states, and then they're in 2 different provinces in Canada as well. For all my Canadian friends, and you wanna learn about making more money, this is where to look at it. I personally think these platforms that are very open-ended and don't have just a specific niche are very helpful, because one of the things that I'd say is stack up different options for you. If you're doing Qwick, maybe you can use Instawork at the same time and double your income at that point. All right, so those were 5 gig apps that nobody's talking about in 2024. I think they have great opportunity. If you want to make a few $1,000s a month, there's definitely a chance to do it with these gig apps. If you want to learn more, check out this other video that will teach you how to make $1,000 a week with side hustles. That's pretty much it, guys. Frankie here from Millennial Money Man. I will be seeing you in the next video.